Hello everybody and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. So I think for the time being we're just going to keep this as it is. I'll probably cut it. In the future I might cultivate it and then re-drill it with grass so we can actually fertilise it properly. But for now we must focus on some other things. We've got to get this field here drilled or planted. It's going to be corn. And I also want to harvest field number 3. So I think to begin with I'm going to harvest field number 3 because then I can come along and hopefully plant 3 and that one there, which doesn't have a number. I suppose we should probably call it number 4. That would make sense. But first, let's take this back to the yard. We'll just pop it over there near the baler. And then I can jump into the combine. And we'll have to get the trailer across there with the lorry. But that should be fine. There we go. Yeah, so it's a sorghum field. Been fairly well looked after, so the yield should be quite high. I'm not very good at reversing this thing. That should do it. Okay, let's spin round. And we can take the shortcut. Over the bridge. Okay, here we are. So yeah, quite a big combine, and not a very big field, but it should have yielded quite well. So hopefully, several loads from this combine. Well, when I say several, maybe a couple. I think I'd be happy with 2 full loads. So we'll get started, and then I'll go and get the trailer when it's getting close to full. I suppose I could also use a worker. That would make things much faster. Okay. Yeah, so arable isn't totally taking over this series. We are going to be doing forestry as well. I'm just trying to progress with this for now though, because we need to get pigs. This is all for the pigs. We're not just going to keep drilling these crops and then harvesting them to sell the crops. It's all feed for the pigs. And as soon as we have enough feed, we can slow down a bit and head back to the forest. We've got so many trees that need to be cleared, so yeah, I want to clear as many as possible from around the yard. Basically the ones that I planted. But that's already 10% full. I think it's going to be pushing it, getting 2 full loads, but maybe... yeah, maybe 1. Maybe 1.5 if we're very lucky. Just not a big enough field. I'm racing the train again. I think we've matched our speeds. But I have to turn here. Anyway, yeah, we do need a silo, a grain silo, but to begin with, we don't have to get one in a hurry because we actually do have 2 compartments in this trailer. So we can sort of store one, and then it leaves a compartment available for a different crop type. I'll have to get that strip which has been missed just there. But yeah, the worker has helped. And to be honest, I was really thinking when I was over there that we wouldn't even get a full tank load, but clearly I was very wrong. So maybe my initial idea of 2 tanks is going to come true, although that really is pushing it, but even so, yeah, it still looks very promising. It's a strange field really. It's hard to judge how much we're going to get off it. But so far so good. So that is a base food for the pigs. That's what they need the most of, which is why we're going to do corn. In fact, we'll probably do corn in this field and in the other field, so we'll just have loads of corn. But I'll continue. We'll get this field finished, and then, oh yeah, the yacht. We need to check up on the yacht. That'll be finishing soon, and then we'll get £300,000 when it launches. And we can use that money to purchase the pig enclosure and the pigs. Well, overall, very good. We've already hit 2/3 of a tank, so we have at least 1 2/3. Not bad at all. Looks like it's going to be about 73%. Or just 69. Why did I think it was going to go up so much? Right, let's put this into the trailer, making sure it's in the front compartment, not the rear. And then the combine can be returned, because it's going to be a while until we need to use it again. The next field to harvest is the sugar beet, which probably will be ready in the next day. I don't think it's ready just yet, but we're about to rest, so yeah, 2 days. So that'll be ready in October. But that is looking really good. Okay. I'll pack everything up. I'll take the trailer back to the yard. I think it's got a cover on it. Yes, it does. It's got a sheet. So that'll be very useful. We are losing the light. So after that we'll rest. I suppose before resting it'd be worth checking up on the yacht. Well, we have 15,792 litres of sorghum on board, and the pigs are going to be located here with the sheep, so I think we'll keep this here in this yard. It makes sense. Technically we can get the pigs now because we have got the base food, but I would like to have the £300,000 in the bank. It would be good to know that we have that behind us, even though it's guaranteed anyway. Okay, pop that there, that should be fine. I know it's blocking the way, but it doesn't matter, we can go around, we don't need to even come through here. My priority is the yacht, so let's just take a look. Almost there, just processing that final bit of fabric. So if we increase the rate of time, that has concluded the construction of the third yacht. Brilliant. Now it will have a launch time. It's usually about 2 PM. I'm not too sure if it's going to be the same for this one, because obviously it was finished in the night. Launch in 7 hours, so yeah, 2 PM. It seems to be always 2 PM. So that gives us time to drill or plant the field. I always say drill. Yeah, we're planting the corn. So I have downloaded a mod, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to use it. It just depends really on the prices. Let's just take a look at the planters. Here they are. Because that one is like the obvious one to go for. 9 meters, that's 12 meters. Yes, I think it's like a modified version of this one here. It's good, but It's certainly got increased capacity. Yeah, I think we can, for today, unless we're going to lease it, of course, which I probably should do. But yeah, £8,000 for 2 fields, that still seems like we shouldn't be going for that one just yet. Is it a direct drill? Direct planter, I should say. No. Okay, this one is. Maybe we should go for that one. It's still quite expensive. But obviously one field, which we have here today, has not been cultivated. This would save us quite a bit of time. So I think we'll go with this one. We'll come back for you later, Yacht. So I need the Fent. It's not a super big planter, so I'm not too sure how long this is actually going to take. But we'll see. I suppose, worst comes to the worst, we could always use a different one for this field which has been cultivated. If we do the one we've just harvested first. But it certainly looks big. And we do already have some seed here. No fertilizer for this one. When we have pigs though, we'll have slurry. I think we're going to need more than one. Anything that we have left over we can just keep. So it doesn't really matter if we fill it. Although this will get it to 75%. 77%. Okay, there we go. Let's head off. Let's go and put some corn into that field. And it will be combinable corn, not maize that we're going to put through the forager. Although I really do want to use a forager. I never use them. I'd love to use them again. Okay, so we can start to unfold it, and I really love this, the way that it works. We don't even have to detach from it and move onto the other side or anything. It's just on a turntable, and that moves forwards to bring it closer. That's so clever. And then it latches. So yeah, this is going to be, well, not tricky for us, but I think if it was real life it would be a bit more tricky because there's so much of the crop left standing. It's not been chopped up. You might have to flail it first. But for us, we should be able to go straight in and get this corn put into the ground. Indeed, looking good. And yeah, not bad working with at all. In fact, very good. So we'll easily get this field done and the other field. We should get it done before 2, which is when we can watch the boat launch and we can be paid the £300,000, which is of course the most important part, because that's going to be needed to buy the pig enclosure, which we should be able to do after that. At the moment I'm not too sure which one I'm going to go for, but it wants to be quite big, otherwise it's not going to be worthwhile. Plus, yeah, we'll be breeding the pigs, that's how we make the money from them. So we need to have plenty of space for them to keep breeding. I need to buy some initially, and then, yeah, breeding will commence, and the numbers will keep going up. I reckon we'll have this done in the next 10 minutes. Nice and easy. In fact, it's wider than the combine, and faster. coming to the end, but it has done an extremely good job. We're going to have so much corn. In fact, this corn might last for the rest of the series, because they already have the sorghum. And I don't think they consume it super quickly, because it's spread out with their other foods as well. The root crops are, unfortunately, I think only about 5%. So we'll probably end up selling most of the sugar beet. But it pads it out a bit. And then we have the cereal crop as well. I think we still need to put in canola. This was going to be canola. But yeah, I decided to go with more base food. I think, yeah, the canola can go into the sugar beet field once that's been harvested. But there we go. I need to take the seed out, but then this can be returned. This field is once again ready to cut. I don't think we're ready though. Although, yeah, that could be an opportunity to use a forager. Okay, oh, I put it there. Okay, well, not to worry. We do have a wheel loader. But I can now go into here. And I can return the planter. I'll pop this tractor over here. And now we can wait for the yacht. When I say wait, I mean increase the rate of time and watch it launch now. Okay, here we go. Launch. I think the moment it hits the water, we get paid. But that's impressive. Already our third one. Soon I'll lose track. There he goes. Okay, now they just need to pay us. Unless it's one of those customers that sails away before they've paid. Nope, they're genuine. Thank goodness. Okay, well that's gonna sail down the lake somewhere. I've tracked one before. I don't think we need to follow each one. I'm pretty sure they do the same route. So we can now place the pig enclosure. Oh, and actually, whilst we're here, it would be a good idea to move some of this wool across, because it is going to be required for the fourth yacht. So these need to go into there. As for these, I think maybe just push them out of the trigger to just there. These sheep have produced loads, but there are more of them. These are the ones from the other sheep. And finally, the rest of the ones from these sheep. Good. So, yeah, 5,562 litres of wool. That'll keep the spinnery going for quite some time. Now, what do we want to go for? Pigs. Well, we've got lots of money. That one has a capacity of 108, which in itself I think is quite impressive. This one is 270, and it is only... Well, it's not only a bit more, it is quite a lot more, but when you think about it, if we went for this one and then wanted to upgrade, it's quite an increase. Having to pay twice, so I think if we put it here, which way round? Here? Yeah, that should be fine. And then a bit of landscaping is going to be in order. I'm not too sure if I have it set to free. I do. Nice. Let me just match this. I think we'll have... Well, that's actually supposed to be mud, isn't it? I'll use the round tool. I don't think it matters too much if a bit of gravel goes through. And then round the back, I suppose we could just have... Well, I don't want to have grass right up to the building. It'll make it difficult for mowing. So we'll just... Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That should be good. So that is ready for the pigs next time. We'll get them purchased next time, we'll feed them, and I'm hoping just to do one big one-off purchase because, well, it's £229,000 that we have, and they can just keep breeding. We're not going to spend that much money, by the way. It should only be maybe up to 50,000. I suppose, yeah, the next episode does continue from where we're leaving off now, so we could buy them now. We're going to go for ones which are ready to breed. Yeah, I'm just wondering, yeah, we don't have canola. I don't think it's going to be a massive problem yet. Anyway, yeah, 60 is 34,500. So we can certainly go with 120. There we go, 120 out of 270. And I would hope that 120 for now, in fact, yeah, purchasing 120 in total is going to be enough, because they can just breed from now onwards. But we will get their food sorted out next time. It is essential. But that's nice. I'm so pleased that we've managed to get the pigs. That's what all this work has been going towards. So don't worry, pigs. I'll feed you next time, which is going to be in game time about 20 seconds from now. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.